Well, for one, because while I was listening to my other video and thinking about the words I was saying and about wisdom and all of the Bible readings and me not being wisdom, wisdom being of God, and there is a place where wisdom is referred to as a woman. And when I opened the book, the Mead book with, oh, I have a lot of good cousins, but we're all from one family, a church family. Well, here it goes, right? And I opened up and this is what it is. And this happens to me. I turn on the TV, I get 10 minutes of what I need, and then I go on with my day. Therefore also said the wisdom of God. Therefore also said the wisdom of God. Not of a person, not of a girl, of God. I will send them prophets and apostles, and some of them they shall slay and persecute. I was told by God I don't get slayed. And I believe I have faith in God. Sadly, I wasn't wishing to get persecuted because I just don't know why they don't have the don't look back and everything turned to salt again. But I will continue on. And yes, I carried a cross, and I see now why my cousin and one of my best friends in the church didn't think that I should have to carry the cross. It wasn't because they were being mean or older than me, because they were all a year older. It was because they knew that perhaps they already were going through a lot for carrying it through eternity, and perhaps they didn't want me to have to, or perhaps it was this lot in life that I could or could not have to. But I have carried the cross, which means I should not become a lion according to my server's book, and I shouldn't have been offended by having to become the beast, to fight the beast, because that makes Jesus have to, because you're next to Jesus on the cross. But then again, having carried the cross, if you truly believe in God, you understand Jesus having stood so close to where he was on the cross. And you definitely are going to help protect him, because I will not be another Jesus. God may be my Father also. God is all of our fathers who are of God. Symbolism, the outward sign of the inward and spiritual grace, that was a big sign to do, but it was just a really big picture to show something, which is a miracle. But once we get to a certain point, you can see who's just not going to give in. And if I can hear Jesus walking away from her the other day and saying he's had enough, then if Jesus has had enough with you, you know I had enough of you. And if you don't go and find someone who still can be with you and have them teach you to pray without us, because it has to be your own light. You have to find what you have to God, which is to, offer yourself for the imaginary 3 days of burning in hell. But you're not really going to burn where you are. Well, I wouldn't assume. But you don't have any light or any fire or anything around you. Just sit with someone who's there with you as an adult. This is not for children. My daughter's 14. If she watches Walking Dead, then she can listen to this. I never recorded this sort of thing when there was a chance that she would see it as a child. But there's certainly much worse out there. But sit and pray and ask for all the fire of hell, which is imaginary, and it is still of God, to burn all of the evil from you, to see what is left, if any. And sometimes you can see God's hand come down and just wipe over the top of someone, or just smush them, because there's nothing now but, plant material. And there will be no will and no eternity and nothing to offer except a vessel, a body, the Walking Dead, for somebody evil or some evil force to walk around and use against us. Because no angel wants what that's done or what's going to come back at that. It's like that apartment, right? If it was used for something horrible all those years and stood for something horrible, once the evil is even gone out of it, who is going to want in their right mind anything of good to have to be attached to that? There's too much non-disclosure. There has to be more disclosure. I demand it as a citizen of Canada. We still have the right